this was a stupid. Uh, I hate to say it, but a really stupid call by Ottawa. They were still up by 10 points. I was expecting them to punt, and when I saw the field goal formation, I was wondering, that's a huge risk, right?
And he's made two longer than that.
He did
tonight.
He did, and I was thinking, but he did make it so, but it's still a risk. But the universe just lined up all the atoms for us, and and it was a missed field goal. And
well, I would say coming into this game,
yeah.
Do you fear the Lions' return?
No. Oh, sorry.
So, it really, honestly, is there much fear? Because he's right. So there's no risk, right? Coming into this game, like knowing what you've seen. So you're 10 points down. 10 points up. So you kick a field goal, you're up 13. So you're taking away the improbable. I score a touchdown with a minute 45 left, and then I onside kick it, and then I can kick a field goal to tie. So you kick a field goal, then you're saying, okay, BC, you got to score two touchdowns in a minute 45, right?
So you are defending, you're supporting Dice's decision.
I'm just saying, okay, I'm just giving. I wouldn't have kicked the field goal, like honestly, no way. And like 145, why would you give them a chance to return a longer? If it's a 15-yard field goal, okay, right? But this is from the 42, and it's a 49-yard field goal. Yeah. So, although he's made long field goals, it's still a bit of a risk. But I could see why he went that way. I wouldn't have done it. Number one, they've lost a lot of close games, Ottawa, right? So they didn't want to be in the position that they're going to lose this game.
Yeah. So, that makes sense, right? That makes sense.
I would not have kicked a field goal, for sure, 100%. Not a 49-yard field goal. There's no way.
Go ahead, Greg.
No, you go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I understand, they want to be aggressive. They want to rack up the points and make it much harder for BC. But on the flip side, if they do a punt and they pin us down within our 10 or 15 yards, then they're forcing us to march down the field. And with 144 left, it's going to have to be a miracle, right? To get 10 points with 144 if we have to march down the field. With a field goal, even if he doesn't get even if he doesn't bring it all the way back, maybe he'll take it out to the 30 to 40 yard line. That gives them a little bit more space. Or it could have been blocked. Like the previous field goal was already partially blocked. Right? If that was blocked.
The punt, you mean?
Oh yeah, the punt. Yeah. So
when we're sitting at that game, I had my head down. I'm going. I already gave them the 3. I gave Ottawa the 3.
Okay.
and then Arthur all of a sudden goes, "It's wide," and I look up and I'm like everybody else. There was some excitement, but I thought it's wide. Great, Terry Williams get it out to the 3. Big deal. That's exactly what I thought, because we've had missed field goals, and we're the only team that doesn't seem to get it outside the 5 when you got to outrun old linemen.
Yes. And
right there, I thought, okay, so we get out to the 3, big deal. But then, if you let it run, Mr. Williams must have heard this podcast. He took a vector. Watch right there. He's taking a vector. Angle beats the corner guy, and now, I'm not saying I called this, but at least he took a vector out of the end zone and got it to, I figured, at least a 25.
Yeah. This was a beautiful run.
Yes. All credit to Terry Williams.
I'm with you. I didn't get excited either when he caught the ball. I only got excited after somewhere around here. When
I figured that's where he was going to get tackled, right there, 25-30, and it's okay. They got a long field.
Like after this guy lunged, after this guy lunged at him and he stayed in bounds, then I got excited. And sure enough, he actually made it all the way back.
So what happens if someone from the sidelines, from the Redblacks, just goes and trips up Williams?
Well,
it's a flag. It's 15 yards.
That's happened in a Grey Cup.
Yep. So why didn't they do that?
Well,
like someone who's on the bench runs in and just trips him. because he's right on the sideline.
I mean,
That's really poor sportsmanship.
yeah, exactly.
But
They're lost 6 in a row.
yeah, okay. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I get it, but that's kind of
That's
next
what's in
level.
the rules, right? I mean, there's a rule for that, right? I mean, what are they going to do?
And as I gotta say this, like Roland says, when that last guy makes a lunge and Terry Williams still in bounds, but then again, everybody around me is excited. I'm like, go, go, go! But then I'm scouting for flags, the illegal block in the back, holding anything. I'm thinking, no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, knowing how this game was going to go, there was going to be a flag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I was looking around, no flag.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you see Lucky Whitehead on that stripe. Does he get NFL? He's flagged for that.
If he's on the stripe?
Yep, he's flagged for that.
Well, CFL officiating, that's all I can say.
Well, I don't know if that's a rule. I'm just saying if you step, because if you look at the NFL, there's that white band, then there's the black mat that's on the sideline.
So that
if
was
you were
close.
stepping on that white line, that's why there's that real dark color. It's a penalty. So I don't know if it's a penalty in the CFL.
I don't know.
But number one, go ahead, Roland.
I mean, I don't blame him for being excited, but yeah, he needs to be careful.
Well, don't worry, NFL. There's no returns on a missed field goal.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, BC, too many men on the field, number 7, like get up. But again, you don't see that during the game that he ran. I mean, I'm seeing this now, but I'm just like, wow.
You're not seeing a missed field goal return for a touchdown.
No. Which is why I like this game much better.
Yeah, but this really breathed life into the Lions.
You think?
Yes. So this was my third mini turning point. It's another angle from field level.
This is not just a mini turning point. This is a
major,
massive turning point.
Yeah. At this point, the crowd was so loud that they had to put offense in action because the crowd was really into it. Whoever was left, right?
Do you see the look on Terry Williams' face? That's not exhaustion. That's worry. He's looking for a flag. I
think in the post-game interview, he was saying the reporter asked him, what was in your mind? And he said, I was just thinking, I gotta make a play for the team. So that was awesome, right? Every single player needs to have that attitude, right? You're down, but you still gotta make a play for the team. And so kudos to him, right?
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. But if he runs into the crowd, he gets whacked or stripped. What were you thinking, Terry? Going into I was just trying to make a play for the team. Same mentality, right? Same mentality, but it just worked out that he was not going to be denied. So it's that mentality, like you said, Ro, plus that extra that you said these guys have needed, and he had that extra.
Yeah.
Well, when a team is in a 6-game losing streak, good teams, you guys can know the saying, good teams find a way to win. Losing teams find a way to lose.
Yeah.
Can I throw this question out to my 3 down bros, or do you want to do this in the wind up?
Depends on the question.
Was this the bad team finding a way to lose? Or was this the Lions being a good team and they found a way to win? Because I saw a ton of posts out there in the social media world that, come on, why is everybody complaining? The Lions pulled this win off. The Lions showed that they're an elite team, that they could pull a win out of the fire no matter what. And I'm thinking it's Ottawa. So I personally think it's the bad team that found a way to lose. We were more lucky than we were good to win this game.
Of course, they had scored 37 points. I got 7 from a pick 6. But then in the fourth quarter, nothing. Their play, a conservative play calling. The Lions racked up a lot of offense in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they're playing desperation, but and then you miss a field goal and then you let that happen. I think I would say poor coaching and poor execution on Ottawa, and maybe they're like, it's, and you lose so many games in a row, you're like, and then they're within 10. You wouldn't think, 10 points with a minute and 46 left.
Tough.
You're kicking a field goal. You should
It's tough.
feel pretty. Well, you shouldn't like your chances,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But now, okay, what happens? I mean, still, after all this, you're still up 3, and it's like a minute 40 left.
Yeah.
And they're kicking off to you.
Exactly.
So you got the ball. It's still in your court.
Ball. You just need to make 1 first down.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? 1, maybe 2, 1 first down, depending on what kind of plays you call.